Hey guys, welcome to How to Be Fancy. Today we're going to do something that was much requested over this past month since I did my monthly favorites talking about the Colourpop eyeshadows. So today I'm going to give you the quickest, easiest way to do your eyeliner. When I am in a hurry, this is what I reach for, and it is the Colourpop eyeshadows. The thing I love about these is that they are a cream, but they kind of dry down to a powder, so they're kind of a more dry consistency, but you can still blend them out just like a shadow, so it makes them perfect for doing a very quick, very dirty eyeliner. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. Before we get started, I did want to mention a few of the colors that I have that I think work great for this eyeliner look. The first one is the one I'm going to be using today, and it is Roulette. That's the one I mentioned in my September favorites. The other one is this really pretty kind of teal green, almost black. It's like a blackened green, and it's called Effect. So they're super pretty, especially for fall, if you want to make a very dramatic eyeliner and then use like either a corally based, orangey based, or even a nude lip. It looks beautiful. And then the last color is one I just got in, and it is called Straight Trippin', and it's kind of this really deep chocolatey, slightly maroon sort of color. So it's got a little bit of a purple undertone to it, which I think makes it perfect for these really warm-eyed looks. I'm just gonna clip my hair back here so that you can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm gonna start off using the Colourpop shadow in the shade Roulette. And I'm just using a little angled brush. This one is by e.l.f. and it's a little bit thicker. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's a tiny bit thicker than kind of a normal angled brush that you would use for a liner. Just because I'm not going for something super precise. I want this to just really be a quick and easy liner. So I'm going to push this down into the lashes, and it doesn't have to be neat at all. And I'm starting at the outer corner because that's where most of the product is going to lay down. So I want to make sure that I put that on the outer edge there. And I really want to work it down into those lashes because you don't want any sort of gap between your lashes and where you're putting the liner. By doing that, you'll make sure that you get a really thick, full lash line, which makes your lashes look longer. Depending on your eye shape, you may want to come all the way in here, or you can kind of feather it out and stop it just past your pupil. Just depends on how close or far apart your eyes are. Mine are pretty equally spaced, maybe a touch far apart, so I usually bring that on in. Also, because I have a lighter eye, I feel like it really just kind of helps frame my eye in. So then once I've kind of got that just general line across, I'm going to take the outer edge and just feather that out using the same angled brush. I just want to soften the top edge of this line. Now you could also come back in with an eyeshadow, like a powder shadow, and do this as well. But the cool thing about the Colourpop is that they blend out so well that you kind of don't need a shadow to put on top of it. So I'm just gonna blend that out, and I kind of like to take my brush and flick it up just at where the outer V would be. So it's kind of a softer, more natural transition, but you're still getting some lift here at the edge. This is especially good if you have a more mature eyelid like I do. You still want to give a little bit of lift. You don't want to be dragging that line down. You want to kind of bring it up. So I'm going to take a little more product, just turning my angled brush with the point down toward my lashes and just slightly dragging that out. Just a little bit. Again, I'm not going for a full-on cat eye, but I do want to create a little lift over here. Now, if you want to make this look a little more dramatic, all you have to do is take a little bit more of that shadow and work it into your lower lash line. So you can take it just from this little outer corner here, and I like to really make sure I'm getting into this little corner because I have a tendency for my eyes to water here, and it always looks weird if there's a little blank space there. So I want to fill in any little blank spaces here, and then I'm going to run this on my waterline as well as just slightly underneath my eye. So I always like to use the smallest amount of product possible, but just run that in through the waterline and take it and slightly, with what's left on the brush, just smudge it out so it's not a harsh line. and there. You've made it just a little bit more dramatic. So you can kind of see the difference there. So now all you need to do is add a little bit of mascara. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Just a really quick and simple eye look. Get you out the door in 60 seconds. It can be as dramatic or as light as you want, so it works for pretty much any eye shape or look that you're going for. Let me know if you want any more of these little quick tips. I'm happy to do them. If there's one you'd like to see, leave it down below. In the meantime, if you need more How to Be Fancy, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. I'm How to Be Fancy in all of the places, and I'd love to see you over there. In the meantime, have a great week, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye, guys. Old school NYX packaging with the little bow. Back in the day, NYX used to have that little bow on all of their packaging, but they don't really anymore. So it's kind of fun to see that back.